a day makes me feel like I'm in a dream. Baby, staying over your place, kissing you for sweet taste makes me feel like I'm in a dream. You and me together on the silver sea, living and then burning. Oh, it made me feel like a dream. Now it's time for me to go back home, spend a little time alone. Still I feel like I'm in a dream. Baby, staying over at your place, kissing you the sweet taste makes me feel like I'm in a dream. Nothing lasts forever. Look at you and me, living and then burning. Oh, it made me feel like a dream.
All right, that was Shacks with Audrey. I'm Rachel Pasden, and you are tuned in to B-Side on BRIC TV. Welcome, welcome, Shacks. How
Thank
you
you.
doing?
Good.
Can we just go around and introduce everybody? You want to start?
I'm Shannon, and I sing and play the bass.
Right.
I'm Max, and I play the guitar.
I'm Evan, and I play the keys.
I'm Ben, and I play the drums.
Awesome. And I just kind of want to start with how you guys met. I know you're really young, so there's only a number of years you can actually go back. But did you guys meet in high school? Is that right?
Yeah, we
Okay.
met at Friends Seminary. Well, not at Friends Seminary, but on a field trip.
On a field trip?
Yeah,
Where was the field trip?
to Boston for the jazz competition at Berkeley.
Oh, and you guys were both competing?
Yeah.
Yeah, in an intense competition with each other. And by the end, everything changed.
You became friends.
Yeah.
And were you playing upright bass?
No, I was playing electric bass, actually.
Electric bass?
Yeah.
Okay, very good. And was that early on in high school?
I was in 10th grade, and Max was a senior.
Oh, wow, okay.
Max and I went to high school together. We met when we were 14, and
Oh, wow.
so we had been like recording and playing together through high school, and then he moved to New York and met Shannon, and then that's when we kind of like started doing stuff as a band, and then
Okay.
we met Evan a year ago.
I actually was since I was a little baby, Evan and I were playmates. We go back that far, actually.
Yeah,
Really?
Rugrat style.
In the sandbox together.
Wow,
Love
that's
to say.
insane. So you guys have known each other for your whole lives,
Yeah.
most of your lives, and then Shannon,
Yeah.
so you're kind of the newer kid in all of this, in a little bit
Kind of.
of a way.
Evan's the newest kid.
Right, right. And Max, so I heard that very early on you started playing with Daptones and Charles Bradley. Do you want to
Yeah.
talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, I played with Charles Bradley on tour for like 2 years on and off before he passed away, and it was awesome. It was an amazing experience, and I learned a lot that I try to bring into our band about performing and music in general, and being a human also.
Yeah. How did you get in with the Daptones? How did that whole thing happen?
Just sent them an email when I was like 14, and they were really cool and really friendly. So, good people.
Were you like an intern, or how did all
Yeah,
of that
that's how I
start?
presented it. I was like, can I be an intern? But it never was. I was never really an intern because I was like writing music too, but I was like helping out and then eventually working together with those folks. Met a lot of great people. Joe Crispiano was just DJing here.
Yeah,
Earlier.
guitar player from the Dap Kings.
Yeah.
Right there.
Wow.
So it's a nice scene. It's a big scene in New York.
Wow. Yeah.
Everyone's really close.
And so that was your first real like touring experience when you were with Charles.
I toured with Lee Fields,
Okay.
Label mate.
our label mate. Yeah. Before that, and then I toured with Charles also.
So you
Lee-
were in
Lee
high
Fields-
school doing this though.
My freshman year of college, I went to Europe. Actually, in high school, I went to Greece with those guys and played a one-off show in the Herodion, which is an ancient amphitheater right below the Parthenon. That was my
Whoa.
first touring experience. It was
Wow.
crazy. There were like 5,000 people there,
And how old were you?
like 18.
Wow. That's insane.
But it was this Greek superstar, Monica, who's like kind of not really known as much in the U.S.
Wow.
But yeah, shouts
And-
out to Monica. Thanks for the amazing Greek experience.
And then how did the Shacks come together? What's the story behind that?
It was pretty natural. Max just asked me to sing on this song that he made once, and I did. And then we just kept doing that until now, pretty much.
Wow. And when did you decide? Was that kind of like the vision? Like you guys knew you wanted to do this out of high school and were looking for a band situation? And
I think we all were just very creative people, and
Humble-
We're not
humble this
anymore.
guy.
no, but you know what I mean. Like, it kind of happened pretty organically. We just found each other, and like Max, I met and we started playing, and then he met Shannon, and she came in and added like a whole other level to the band, and yeah.
cool. Was there anything else that you thought you might do besides play music? That you kind of switched gears and said, oh no, we're going to do
I wanted
music?
to be an artist when I was like a little kid, painter
Okay.
for some reason.
I wanted to be a baseball player.
There you go.
Didn't pan out.
Okay.
I
Didn't
wanted
work
to
out.
be a doctor when I was little.
Really?
Yeah. It's kind of random.
Well, you have time.
Yeah, I got time.
Part-time,
really funny.
part-time doctor,
Yeah.
part-time musician.
Imagine you in the scrubs.
Yeah, this whole thing is just to pay for med school.
Right. And then, so you guys have been a band for how long at this point then? Officially, like the 3 or 4 of you?
Well, the four of
us,
us
like,
like
a
a
year.
year,
A year, okay.
and like the 3 of us probably 3 years.
10 years
ago.
10 years with me and him.
Yeah.
We started playing when we were like, well, not 8 years, when we were 14. Or no, yeah, 14 to 21.
Damn.
Yeah, we've
It's
known
3
each other
years
for
away.
like 7 years. It's crazy.
Damn. Okay,
Time
well,
flies.
let's go into the next one, then we can chat afterwards.
You were looking at her, and I wonder from the other side of the room, can you see me at all? Or is she the only reason that you're here? It's okay, I won't stay. There's no way I'm gonna play that game, so maybe go with her and don't look back. It took a minute or two to count the reasons why I'm still thinking of you. Only found a few, but they won't leave me alone. I know you won't go, even though there's nothing you'd rather do. So go with her and don't look back. You were there when I said those words. Looked at you and I thought that you heard. All you heard was her voice in the other room. So baby, I will go in peace. Just tell me you'll remember me and walk away. It's okay. instead. There's no way I'm gonna play that game, so baby, go with her and don't look back. Darling, go with her and don't look back. Darling, go with her and don't look back.
So who's doing the writing of the music and the writing of the lyrics? Is that shared or is it one person?
It depends. There's a lot of different ways. Sometimes, like, one of us will just write a song, or sometimes, like, for example, they will all make a rhythm track, and then I will write some words on top of it and stuff like that. Yeah,
It switches.
yeah.
Yeah, it's also different since like I entered the band. Before I was involved, there was a lot of, you know, these guys in the studio with Leon Michaels, and you know, I wasn't privy to what was going on then. But since I've joined, we just, you know, we'll get together and like whatever flows. If, you know, we're waiting for someone to come to rehearsal, maybe one of us will start playing a song, and kind of evolves naturally from there.
Cool. Let's talk about Leon. Who is Leon? How did you meet Leon? One.
I met him through Max, but Max met him through, I don't know how Max met
You know,
him.
the Daptone scene.
Yeah,
Yeah.
part of that scene I described earlier.
And he's Big
I-
Crown Records, right?
Yeah.
Your label. Okay.
Yeah,
We love
used to be
Leon.
Truth and Soul Records, and now it's Big Crown.
I used to ship records for.
He was an intern there.
2014, if you got Emma Jean by Lee Fields, I packed it.
So Lee's on that label. Who else is on that label?
There's some other great soul artists like Nicole Ray,
Lady.
Ray. She's a female,
Yeah.
awesome singer.
Mm-hmm.
Paul and the Tall Trees,
Yeah,
really good. I used to play some gigs with, like right when I met these guys actually. That was what brought me back into the fold, I think.
Oh, cool.
yeah, and
Paul.
they also reissue old records. They just reissued this artist Sonny and the Sunliners. This guy Sonny Azuna, he was in Texas, in San Antonio. He was like a huge star. And then I'm not sure if it was just sort of in the South or Texas, but he was like a sort of an icon in the 60s and 70s. And nobody has ever really put his music online or reissued it properly, and it's amazing. So they just did like a proper reissue of his stuff on vinyl and everything. So now it's sort of properly compiled.
Cool. So you guys really worship like classic soul,
Yes.
right? Like
Totally.
you love classics. How much of that like influences the music you're making? I mean, do you think it's mostly like these classic soul influences and references, and or do you? Because I hear a lot more psych than I hear soul, especially on the new single that just came out. Where do you feel like you lie? Are you moving more in like a psych direction, or you want to still like pay tribute to the great
I
soul
think
classics?
sound-wise, like when it comes to the song itself, we don't like try to play soul songs, and like we don't think about it like that. But because of the soul background and the vibe of the music is more what we enjoy. So when you listen to old soul records, you can hear. I mean, sometimes the room, but it sounds so
The
good.
emotion in the studio while it's
Yeah,
happening.
exactly.
Yeah.
The feeling in the studio. Doesn't matter
Well
what
put.
genre it is. We find a lot of old music has like a really clear emotion or strong emotion in the studio, basically, of all genres. Country music, soul, it's all kind of the same for us, I think.
We like hip hop. We
Yeah, we
like
like hip
a
hop.
lot
Yeah.
of shit.
Been listening to
but
a lot
we-
of G-Funk lately.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Tupac.
Do you think it
My
has to
personal
do?
favorite artist of all
Do you
time.
think it has to do with like the analog recording style, which you guys use analog right in the
Definitely.
studio, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, sort of. Like a lot of hip hop we listen to, obviously, was sort of done in the digital era, or late tape era with like DAT and stuff. I don't know too much about that, but
What did you guys have? Like, what were your parents playing? Because you're so young to be so into like all of this retro. I'm sure that's what everybody says to you, right? You've heard that a million times at this point, because you guys are 20, 21 years old. So what were your parents playing, or do you remember really stuck out to you when you were young?
My parents would play old music like that. I think that's why I always had like a soft spot for it or something. I just kind of grew up listening to like 60s and 50s music.
Anybody in particular, like one artist that you remember that you still listen to today?
I really like that song, Love Grows Where My Rosemary Goes by Edison Lighthouse. I listened to that CD like 1,000 times when I was little.
Okay.
I love that song.
Okay. And you guys were listening, your parents were listening to soul or rock or
My parents were more
jazz?
like classic rock, but my grandfather was like a doo-wop singer, Ozone Park, back in the day.
Oh, really?
So he had me singing like Blue Moon, and There's a Moon Out Tonight, and stuff like that when I was like a baby.
Oh, wow. Is he still
I
around?
couldn't get it. Yeah, he's down in North Carolina.
Oh, is that grandfather?
Yeah.
Oh, want to meet him.
Yeah. Yeah,
Wow.
I'll try to get him out to a show. They go to bed pretty early, so it's tough. But
Has he seen you yet with the Shacks?
no, I don't think so. I don't think he's seen me play live. Also,
Oh. Well, he can just go to YouTube
Yeah,
now
yeah.
and check you out.
Grandparents
Hey,
love
Grandpa.
YouTube and all
and
social
Grandma
media.
and the rest of
Grandpa
the family.
shout out.
My grandparents are out of control on the social media.
Yeah.
Comment on everything. I mean, it's really sweet. It's nice.
They've been to see us though. We were down in Philly, the
Yeah.
TLA, when we played there.
Yeah, I had really cool grandparents.
Are you? So you guys are both from New York City, right?
I am.
I'm
You
from
are.
New Jersey.
You're from New Jersey. Okay.
You know, I'm from Long Island.
Jersey, Long Island. Close enough. Max, what were you listening to growing up?
I loved Raffi, children's artist. I would
Okay.
like sit in front of the TV and watch his some concert VHS.
Down by the
His,
bay.
yeah. And we recently rediscovered him and have been listening to him in the car. He's
On tour.
Great.
yeah.
Love him.
Great.
Great singer, great songwriter, really cool arrangements, great recordings.
Mm-hmm.
So that, and then my dad listened to like Radiohead and Jay-Z and like a random assortment of 90s, late 90s music,
Okay.
I guess.
I was
He likes
expecting a
classic
different
rock, too.
answer. I was expecting like, yeah, my dad had Sam Cooke on all the
No.
time. No,
Definitely
okay.
not.
That was like my dad.
That was your dad. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. And I mean, you guys are relatively new in terms of like putting music out. I remember that LPR Presents did one of your first shows in New York, right? Last
Yeah.
Valentine's Day. How has this been? I feel like it's kind of been happening really fast for you. How does that feel? Is it scary? Are you excited? Or is it nerve-wracking?
Yeah, I mean, from the other side of things, it definitely seems like things have been happening fast. But we've been sort of at it for 4 years now, and we have a lot of music, and we've only have a little bit of music out. So it's like the way that the industry kind of, releases music on a schedule and tries to maximize each release and all that stuff, makes it so there's like a big time gap in the beginning. And we're hoping to close that gap eventually because we have so much new music beyond the album that's about to come out on March 30th. But that's the fruits of our labor of the past 4 years or so.
Cool. Well, let's get into the
Yeah.
next one, and then we can talk about the new record.
Never thought that I'd fall asleep last night. Everything was cool, everything was right. You held me in your arms. Baby, what's the harm of sleeping through the night?
So we were talking about all the music that you guys have made, but it's just kind of sitting around and waiting for everything to catch up. In terms of like playing live, when did that start? I mean, as the full band.
Probably like a year after we first started making songs together.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And you were just playing small shows in New York, opening up for
Yeah.
people.
Exactly.
Our first show was at the bitter end.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay. And I heard that you had recorded, was it Audrey live, or you had recorded it and then played it live and then changed it?
Yeah.
Yes,
What was the
exactly.
story of that?
We just played it, well, the original recording, which is on our EP, it was a little hard to play it that version live for some reason. I
It was
guess
like really
'cause
straight, like
yeah,
Mm.
yeah. It was
We
like
needed to funk it
super.
up.
we funked
yeah,
it up.
So we just changed it a little, and then this guy Leps told us to record it that
This
way.
guy.
Lep,
Who's
the
Lep?
co-owner of our label,
Big fan.
Oh, okay.
A&R man, very
Okay.
talented record guy.
Yeah.
Did that happen? I mean, did it start as soon as you guys started playing live? Did that kind of inform your writing process, or?
I would say a little bit, but we started tour. So we played live for about 2 years before we ever toured, and about a year ago we started touring, and that has really changed our writing and recording process.
How
Totally,
so?
totally.
This guy.
Yeah, he's been in the mix in the
We
studio.
were 3 people before, and having a 4th person who is very good at what he does has helped a lot.
Brings in another personality to the music.
It's also
Gotcha.
just
Big
exciting to be like, when you do a rhythm track on a song, you have to like get a good take, all of you together. Like everyone at that moment has to like play it.
We've been more live in the studio, more things live at once. We always the track is based around like maybe just guitar and bass. I mean drums and bass or drums and guitar, and we build on that. But recently it's been like all 4 of us basically trying to get it all live. And
With the addition of some Ruben mics.
yeah, I got some nice mics. But she's hard to record live in the studio because her voice is very soft. But we've been doing that recently. It's all about the mic placement.
Oh,
It's
gotcha.
been really cool.
So you've been figuring it out. It's been
Yes.
going along. And then, so the touring, when did your first big tour happen?
Last February.
Yeah, February.
Opening up for Krungbin.
Krungbin.
Yeah, we've been lucky enough to do a lot of touring with over the past year. We just got off of a European tour with them, and just learned a lot from them.
Great people,
Played it, yeah.
great performers, great musicians.
Was that the first time in Europe for any of you guys?
I'd been to Europe before,
Yeah.
but
It
We
was
all
our first
separately,
time
but-
playing as the Shacks in Europe. Like we had all been to Europe before, but not as a band.
What was that like? What was playing in Europe like compared to playing a show in New York City?
Fun.
Really great, yeah.
Fun.
I mean, New York is definitely a hard place to play a show of all places, I would say.
Really?
Vibe-wise, yeah.
New York
Yeah.
makes me nervous.
Played to a lot
I mean,
of empty rooms.
Yeah.
What makes you nervous about playing in New York?
I don't know.
Just
People
like it's
standing
a-
there staring at
Yeah.
you with their arms
Yeah.
crossed,
It's
judging
a
you?
totally different thing than playing in like any other place, because it's like more pressure and like more industry-ish. Like,
Yeah.
I think LA kind of the same thing, but we've only played there a couple times. But Europe was great. People really, I don't want to make any generalizations, but
I think they liked us.
yeah, they like the
Good.
music.
And where have been some of your favorite places to play where you feel like the audience has been really receptive or like excited?
Glasgow.
Glasgow was
Scotland.
really fun.
Oh
Yeah,
wow,
fun.
okay.
Yeah.
Super Bowl night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the Scottish love the Eagles. We went to a Scottish bar after the
And I'm a big Eagles
gig.
fan.
There's a
You
lot
heard
of,
it here first. The Scottish love
Yeah.
the Eagles.
There-
They were-
there's a
They
lot of
do.
blank Tom Brady
Yeah.
chants. I won't
Yeah.
say the real word.
Profanity, but
Yeah.
They hate Tom Brady, that's for sure.
In Scotland. Who knew?
like, you know,
Who knew?
fudge Tom Brady.
What
It was
about
a great game. It was an amazing game.
Yeah.
I don't watch too much football, but that was a record-breaking game. Amazing.
Wow, you had a moment in Glasgow. Okay.
Yeah.
Anywhere else in Europe that maybe Paris?
I liked the Brixton Electric show a lot. That
In
was really
London.
fun.
London.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was a good one.
Very good. What about America? Any other cities that you've been noticing when you've been there who are really receptive?
California, the
California.
state itself, just like,
A breath of fresh air.
yeah, it
I
was
remember
great.
that Columbus, Ohio was really fun.
Yeah.
college towns are great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
colleges.
Whenever anyone asks me, like, what was like your favorite city you didn't expect, I go with Pittsburgh. I didn't expect them
Yeah,
to turn
Pittsburgh
out.
is cool.
And like every time we've been there, the 2 times we've been there, it's just always been really good. It's a cool city too. Go to Pittsburgh.
Cold as hell in the winter.
Yeah.
What about New York? What are your favorite venues?
Mercury Lounge.
Mercury Lounge. Okay. Cool. You guys have a show, your record release show
Yeah.
coming up.
Yeah.
Quick
Baby's All
plug.
Right.
Yeah,
Baby's
Ba-
All
Baby.
Right.
Yeah, we love
Yeah.
Baby's All Right. That's a
Yeah.
great venue.
April.
Union
Our
Pool's
favorite-
pretty tight.
Yeah, Union Pool's great.
Union Pool.
Um,
April 5th, is
Pianos
that your
was cool,
record release
actually,
Yeah.
date?
The record release is the 30th.
March
yeah.
30th.
30th. But we play the
Your record
4th or
release
5th.
show.
Yeah.
LPR presents.
It's 4 days to sink in.
Yes. Baby's All Right.
Yeah. it'll be
Cool.
fun.
Do you guys want to go into the next one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Great.
I heard you're trying to find another place deep inside of your mind where time moves slow and you know it's gonna be alright. I saw you walking downtown. I saw you looking around for another space in a different time and place. You never have to open your eyes. I can show you the road to a place where nobody goes. I'm the only one who knows. You said that it wouldn't last, 'cause time was moving too fast. Said you had to run long before the night was done. You never see the day again. You hope nobody would know that you were planning to go. In the dark of night when the stars are shining bright, who did you think I would tell? I can show you the road to a place where nobody goes. I'm the only one who knows. I can show you the road to a place where nobody goes. I'm the only one who knows.
So.
Planets are very nice. I'm glad we got the planets
They're
going.
nice,
Yeah.
aren't they? Well done, Brick.
Nice.
Pretty
Um,
tight.
oh, they're gone.
Oh,
Sorry. So let's talk about this iPhone commercial. Very interesting. Was that fun? Was that like the first major kind of TV thing you've ever done, or
Yeah.
yeah? How did that all fall into place?
I don't know. They just found me somehow and they asked me to, like, I guess, audition for it. And then I went, and then they asked me to go to LA. And then that was kind of it.
They wanted to use the song, and
Yeah.
then they talked to her.
Got it. And then they realized you were super cute, and they were like, ah.
We were like recording in Princeton. It was like casually mentioned, like, oh yeah, like Apple was interested, blah blah. And then
Yeah.
like the next day she was on a flight. Where's Shannon go?
Wow. So when you went there, when you went to LA, did they have the whole concept laid out already, or were
I
you
think
collaborating?
so, yeah.
Okay.
Like, they just had me walk down a street like 7,000 times.
Top secret. Everything's very secret.
Oh, yeah. Not supposed to.
A lot of locked boxes and like I'm serious and like
Yeah.
security.
Yeah.
Oh, about talking about?
No,
Talking
they
about-
just
About
it
the
was
whole
just
process in general.
You're there for a
very
fruit company, right?
secretive.
Yeah, they're for certain fruit companies. They're gonna biggest company in
okay.
the world.
Another
They're not
secret is
messing
Max is
around.
in the commercial.
I am one frame in the background.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm wearing a green shirt. You can pause. Well, it's hard to pause on the frame.
You have to
What
pause
second
and
is
zoom.
it? Do you know? Do you
No,
know?
but if you have like a really
You're
good
like, I know.
frame by frame rewinding software, I'm wearing a green shirt.
I feel like you know what second you come in.
I
at.
don't. I honestly don't.
Okay.
No.
You're trying to be like cool, but
No, I
Maybe
don't.
Dan knows. Maybe Dad knows.
My dad probably knows.
He
Yeah.
knows.
And how long did that? When did you even shoot that? Because that came out in the fall.
We
August,
yeah, like maybe a
early
month
September.
before it came out was when we shot it.
We were on tour when it came out.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. And what happened after that? I mean, did you see things change or blow
Everything
up? or-
changed.
Everything
You
changed.
see a lot of iPhones go up when we would play the song.
Yeah, whenever
Yeah.
we play the Strange Effects song at a show, everyone would be like, "Oh, that's from the commercial, and you're the girl in that."
Well, people like the song. It introduced
Yeah,
a lot of
yeah.
people to the song.
No, it's
and to
really
us,
cool.
which is great.
But it was funny to like see the like people make the connection like while we were playing it. They were like, "Oh, like that's." Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, there's a lot of like,
You would like see that light bulb go on in
Yeah.
everybody's head in the
Yeah.
crowd. That's really
You couldn't ask for a better like press thing as a band
yeah,
to get exposure. and
it's
then-
pretty surreal.
Yeah, sure.
Sort
I
of.
mean, people probably mention it to you all the time, right?
It's not,
No,
it's not
maybe.
that surreal.
Yeah.
It's died down.
It's died down.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. You had your moment.
She was on TV. Like everybody was recognizing her
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
the streets and whatnot.
And just that song on Spotify alone is
Yeah.
just
It's up there.
huge. We would show you, but Apple hasn't given us any money. So maybe we can arrange that in post.
Yeah,
I don't know.
they're paying attention. They're watching right now.
Yeah,
They're
I'm sure
watching.
they're
Every
watching
moment.
this right now. And so after that, you guys saw a little bit of feedback, but do you think?
Apple did that.
Yeah.
Is my mic still on? Yes,
Yeah.
it's still on. Is it working? Okay, thank you. And so after that, I mean, has anything changed? Have you felt like more momentum? Did you get a booking agent at that point? Did your team grow?
Yeah, we a lot of our team committed to working with us at that point, but we kind of already knew the people. But other than that, nothing's really changed. We just keep doing the same thing, touring, waiting for the record to come out, and just making a lot of new music. It's our thing.
Yeah, and so you have more records, right? that have
Yeah, we
already
have the
been
next
written?
record, as I mentioned, almost ready. So
When do you think that one will?
hopefully in like a year. Hopefully next spring.
No,
ASAP.
sooner.
Sooner, yeah. I mean, if it were up to
Tomorrow.
me, yeah. Apple gets a lot of say in these things after.
Right. And then do you feel like like we were talking about this a second ago, you're going to catch up, but maybe you won't? Do you feel like you guys like writing a lot and you're just going to always kind of have the next record? Like
I feel strongly that it's cool to have music that you recently made out and that you're supporting and kind of playing.
Yeah.
Because that's like I think back in the 50s and 60s, you look at the dates that like a bunch of classic records were recorded, like it's crazy. Like, you know, Rolling Stones, what is it, Out of Our Heads? Out on Our Heads? Out of Our Heads. Recorded like June 1st to 3rd, overdubs on June 4th, released June 17th. So it was like super fast, and I like that a lot. I think that is nice to have a synchronicity between the band's current like stage of evolution, and the music that's out there. But you know,
and just
because
like the
music is music.
Who knows what we'll be doing in like 1 year?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
don't
Things
know.
have been. I mean, could you even imagine you'd be like at this point, Valentine's Day last year when I was, you know, when we were doing the first
We
show?
hoped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. So has anything been surprising to you in this process that you weren't expecting besides like the iPhone, of course, but just anything surprising about like being professional musicians? I mean,
I didn't expect to love Ben so much.
Aw.
When we first met, I
This
was
is
like, he's
Ben and
pretty
Evan are
cool.
Bevan collectively.
Yeah, we've got a good partnership.
It's
We make
easier.
some good rhythm tracks.
is it harder than you expected or easier?
No, I mean, me personally, like you grow up wanting to be playing and doing it, you know, for your life. So.
and you're ready. You're
Yeah.
like, it's here and you're present.
That was the plan
I think we've all been ready for like a long time, and now it's just happening. And
Cool.
we're doing
Kendrick
it.
Lamar says, careers take off, just got to be patient.
Good.
Good line. I like that.
Let's do the next one.
Cool.
Darling, I won't cry for if I cry. I'll have nothing left to do now. Well, you knew how to make it better, but you just stood there with your hands in your pockets, back against the wall. Hands in your pockets. City's not so small. Hands in your pockets. Don't know where to go. Reaching to far below. Darling, I can't cry. The tears won't water my eyes. Hands in your pockets, back against the wall. Hands in your pockets, city's not so small. Hands in your pockets, don't know where to go. Reaching to far below. Flowers grow to be big and small. Remembering the things I can't recall. Flowers grow to be big and small. Remembering the things I can't recall. Ooh.
Man, Shannon, love a girl bass player. Did you and Krongben, what's her name from Krongben?
Laura.
Gloria?
Laura.
Laura. Did you guys bond over being badass
Yeah.
chick bass players? Is that hard to is it hard to be the only vocal and be playing bass at the same time? Has that ever tripped you up?
Depends on the song. 'Cause some songs, I guess, the bass part is if it's super different and like a different rhythm than what you're singing, it can be pretty hard. But other songs,
Like
it makes a
this
lot
thing?
of sense. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, other songs it makes sense in your brain.
Do you play any other instruments?
I play guitar and piano, and like a little bit of other instruments, but not really.
Cool. Do you guys ever switch off ever? Do you guys all play other instruments?
Yeah.
The synth line on Strange Effects is.
Yeah,
is
I didn't play the
keyboards.
drums on
You didn't
that.
play drums. Huh?
Played all the keyboards
Oh.
on that actually.
Okay.
I love playing
Yeah.
drums, but no one ever lets me.
Oh, are you thirsty?
I'm so thirsty over
You
here.
crawl over
Lights are
across
hot.
the stage.
I'm desperate.
Oh. You play drums, did you just say?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
She can.
Yeah.
Everyone always gets really annoyed though when I play them.
Why?
I get
Well,
inspired.
'Cause I play really
writing
loud.
songs.
That's good.
Got a heavier touch
I got a couple.
You have
voice
a heavier
memos.
touch
on the drums.
on the
most.
drums? You have such a quiet voice, and then you get on the drums and
Oh,
just
you,
hit the
you
drums?
have no idea.
I got a couple voice memos of songs that could be
Yeah.
with her on drums.
Wow.
So just wait.
Amazing. Max, do you play anything else?
Yeah, I played drums as my first instrument. A lot of drummers here.
Yeah.
We all enjoy playing percussion a lot too, like various hand percussion and world percussion stuff. That's we all kind of switch off doing that during rhythm tracks. Or like if he's playing drums, I'll like set up some like little cowbells or claves or exotic.
Those like fake bongos
chimes.
you just got are pretty cool.
I got fake bongos, like a box of wood. It's like a cajon, but it sounds like a bongo, and it broke. Yeah, but yeah, we all play a bunch of instruments.
Do you guys, do you write primarily on the guitar? Or you play piano too?
Totally
Or
different.
Everybody's different?
Yeah. Like
I
she
write
said
on the
before,
guitar.
like depending on whether we individually write songs and bring them in or just do them together. Like recently when we do them together, it's like me on the drums, Evan on keyboard, so it's the live setup. and then we record it. But there are occasionally, if I write a song, or if Shannon writes a song, or if Max writes a song. It's been a while, I guess, but
Damn.
No, individually.
Shots fired.
But
Sensitive
it's-
topic.
What else what are you guys listening to? What are some of your favorite bands right now?
Tupac.
Tupac and Snoop Dogg.
Yeah.
Really
Yeah.
into Tupac right now,
And
okay?
Elvis.
I used to despise rap and hip hop, and I grew up like not seeing any value in it. But recently, in the past year, I am infatuated with it. And as a lyric writer and someone who likes poetry, it's awesome.
We were listening to If I
Sure.
Died Tonight right before we came into this room.
Wow. And then you get on and play like psychedelic rock.
It's good, pumps you up.
Picture a crook on his last stand.
Uh-huh.
I
Any
don't understand.
any younger bands or like any Brooklyn-based bands that you're listening to right now? Not really.
Nope.
That's okay.
I don't know.
Are you guys all based in New York?
Yes.
New Jersey.
Jersey still?
Long
Okay.
Island.
Yeah.
Where we're all
Jersey.
from.
Okay.
I was born and raised here in the city, in Manhattan.
Syntax.
Cool. Woo. And are you guys gonna try to move into New York, or are you like the
I lived
the
here for a couple of years,
separation?
right down the
Max
street
used
from
to
here.
live here.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I lived here for
Yeah.
like 4 or 5 years, and then not for me.
What made you?
It's too intense and like lonely. I mean, it's just intense. I grew up in the more rural, outside New York. I come in and stay at her apartment.
And that's enough.
It's like enough. Yeah, it's like a little vacation.
And you're done.
Yeah.
I think we like to be around greenery.
Yes, nature.
Shrubs and trees. and
Nature means a lot
Greenery.
to
So
me.
it helps.
Us.
It really does.
Mental health.
Ben made some hot rods out of sticks, like literal
Yeah.
sticks.
Yeah.
Was that
What are
yesterday?
those?
No. I didn't make these.
He made basically those with sticks off a tree.
Yeah.
We're trying to.
Yeah,
They look kind of
we picked
funny.
some sticks.
You guys
Lot of
are like
duct tape.
low-key hippies then. Is that what you're
We
saying?
try.
You try?
Just get inspired. Go for it.
Try to ground yourself.
Cool. And where do you guys see yourselves in the next couple of years? Not living here, living in Jersey still, touring,
Hadn't
having a
thought
couple
about that.
records out. What do you think?
If I had my way, I'd be living in California and still doing this.
Sounds
Yeah.
like the start of
I mean, I'd
Sunshine.
live in
But I have
California.
no idea.
If I had my way, I'd live in LA.
the start of
It's not really
Ben's-
true.
The start of
Write
Ben's
that down.
novel.
Yeah.
What do you think, Shannon? Could you move? Could you try the
maybe.
East Coast?
I don't know. I don't know if I could ever move away from here. Maybe. I could,
Maybe.
but only for a little.
Maybe one day.
Maybe for like a month.
Some,
Get an
just some
Airbnb.
sunshine might be nice.
Yeah.
Let's go into the next one.
All right.
Thank
this
you.
This is our final.
It's our last song.
Yeah.
Follow me. I hear a sound, makes my head go. Though it's spinning fast, but time's moving slow. We've all been around. You've seen what I've seen. We're already friends, so I'll take the lead. I hope you'll follow
Thank you guys so much. It was so fun hanging out with you. Casual chats on B-side. And the album's coming out. You want to plug that one more time?
Hayes, our
30th.
first. Yeah.
Haze.
You got the plug voice.
Hayes.
Our album, Haze, is coming out on March 30th.
Great. And are you guys just going to play that whole record that night? The record release show?
Hell no.
No?
Yeah, would have to learn a lot of songs.
Okay.
Not a lot, just a few.
A couple of them are tricky to play live.
But like some of the coolest ones are.
That would actually
ones that
be
we
kind
just
of
done.
cool, though.
Yeah,
that's
just
kinda
play it
cool.
straight through.
Yeah.
We might work on
All
that.
right, thanks
for the idea.
Rachel.
You're welcome. Hope that works out for you.
We'll see.
We'll see you there. Baby's all right.
be there.
April 5th.
Yeah.
April 5th. Cool. All right. Thank
Yeah.
you guys so much.
Thank you.
The time has come for this B-side to go quietly into the night. Thank you all for tuning in, and big thanks to the Shacks for sharing their handiwork with us tonight. I'm your host, Rachel Pazin, and it's been swell hanging out with you all. Be sure to catch this and past episodes of B-Side at youtube.com/BRIC TV, and remember to go out and support live music. See you next time.